Hey guys, Brad Merritt here. Today we're going to discuss how to set up our base station. We've got our base station here in the case, and we've got our uh, auxiliary power source here. And our base station's already been set up and calibrated, so all we got to do is get it set up on the base. So first thing we'll do is open up our case here, and you'll see we've got our base antenna with our antenna bracket here. So this bracket needs to go, so this wider piece is facing up. You put that on the bolt, and you'll thread the antenna base onto the nut, like so. Doesn't have to be super tight. Don't torque on it. Don't break it. Just nice and snug. Then we're going to get our antenna out. We're going to put it together. It threads in there, just like so. Same thing. Doesn't need to be welded on there. Just tight enough that it's not going to fall off. Put that up here. Again, just finger snug. Doesn't have to be super tight. Then we're going to get out our cables. You'll notice on the back of the base controller here, there are 3 separate ports. You will only be able to plug in each cable end to one of those. So you got to pay attention to which cable you're trying to plug in. So this is a female, this one's the male, so I know it goes in there. Thread that on there. I can't say it enough. You don't need to be really tight on these, just snug. Finger snug is more than enough. You see on this one, it's a male, whereas this one is female. Screw that in there. And then we'll put in our power cord. With this one, you have to be particularly careful of these pins. So there's a red dot on the top. You'll see there's a red dot on the base. Line those up and plug it in. Push it in. No threads or anything on that one. So now all our cables are hooked up to the controller. We need to run them up to the base and the antenna. So you'll see here this has a wider coaxial cable on it. Threaded fitting. Thread that on there. So, and then this one actually goes on the dish. You'll see it's got a 90 on it. There's a reason for that. It's because it goes snug up here, right up on top. Then we'll attach our power cables, our alligator clips, to the battery. Red is the positive, black is the negative. And then we'll look at our screen on our controller here, and it'll light up and it'll come up with, it'll give you a number of satellites, it'll tell you the battery, the network that you're running on. And you let that run for a little bit, it should say here in the upper left-hand corner, it should say sync tran. That's telling you that it's syncing with the satellites and it's also transmitting out to the machines on site. If you don't see that, it'll come up a base position error. That means that your base doesn't know where it's at, and you'll either have to reprogram the base, the location that you're at, or you'll need to enter that information back at the office. So now it's saying sync trans. It's telling me that we've got 16 satellites and we're on network 40. So now when we go to our equipment, we'll need to make sure that our radio network that we're running in the dozers or the excavator is network 40. Okay, so it's the end of the day. Now we're ready to take our base station down. For the most part, it's pretty similar to the way we put it together. We're just going to unthread our cables from the dish and the antenna. Take our alligator clips off the battery, wind those up neatly, put them back in the case the way we found them, hopefully. Get all these unthreaded here. The one piece that you really have to take great care with is the battery cable. If you notice, it's got this little cable on it. You want to try and pull that straight back out with these ears. It'll slide that collar back just like that. You want to make sure that you don't pull at any angle. Straight out, just like this. There's little pins in there that can break off, and they can get broken off in the port, and that's a very expensive fix. So just take great care with that to pull that straight out.